All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we'll bring you back-to-back update and information as they ought. In case you have not joined our social media handle, what are you waiting for? Kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you go be the first. We will collect them. Let's go down to the news proper. Take a look at your screen. Can you take a look at your screen? If you are facing me, that's, I would say, by your right, you will see the coat of arms. Also by your right up, you see the flag, and by your left, you see the map. You also see the coat of arms, the flag, and other stamps that represent the indigenous people of Biafra. And this will tell you that the struggle which started has come a long way. For these flags and coat of arms to have become an identity, it means that some people have, took out their time, sat down and, thought of, making this coat of arms, this flag, this map, and the rest of them to become a reality. At least this will show you that it is not just what one person is doing, but this is a general ideology for people to have been able to come up to this particular point. Of course, looking at the coat of arms, I think you will see things like the eagle. You also see the tiger. You see the rising sun. You see the elephant talks. Then you see the fertile ground, and the rest of them. And these things you are seeing are symbols, and symbols tells stories. There is a reason behind whatever you have seen in that particular coat of arms that contains eagle, the talks, the tiger, the rising sun, the fertile ground, the black color, the red and the blue color. They represent something, and some people have taken out their time to be able to come up to this point. And when I look at the rising sun that is in this Biafra flag, it tells a story to me that I see the people who started this struggle foresaw that the struggle is not going to be as easy as they thought. And after coming up with the design of the Biafra flag that contains the color of red, the color of black, and the color of green, they also added the rising sun at the center. Of course, you know what it takes a sun to rise. It takes time. Sun does not rise in the night. It can only rise in the morning towards the afternoon. And some seasons also affect the sun. So I believe that the people who sat down to come up with this particular Biafra flag and coat of arms, adding the rising sun to it. I was surprised that the rising sun is also in the coat of arms. This will tell you that they foresee that there is going to be a struggle. But one thing they believe definitely sure is that whether it takes years, whether it takes a decade, centuries, one thing they believe in their mind to have put a rising sun there. I'm trying to interpret the mind of the people who designed the Biafra flag. They believe that whatever it takes, that one day the sun will rise. Meanwhile, of course, you know that some of the members of the IPOB, led by Èkpá Powerful, of course, because of the incarceration of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. After so many things, from the first time he was incarcerated, the team were together, the IPOB team were together. At a time, it was as if the fire was, becoming an ember. And at a particular time, Èkpá Powerful said something. I'm bringing you back to this particular information so that you can see as they go. Look at what Èkpá Powerful said. Èkpá Powerful said, "We are ready for talks on referendum," says IPOB. This particular talk was dropped by Mazi Èkpá Powerful. Let's go to that information. He said the indigenous people of Biafra say that it is now ready to negotiate with the federal government on peaceful exit of Biafra from Nigeria through a United Nations supervised referendum. The pro-Biafra group said the peaceful agitation for Biafra independence started in 2012 without any violence or criminality, but the federal government has continued to attack its members. He stated in a press statement issued by group spokesperson Emma Powerful on Saturday. Powerful said IPOB has lost over 5,000 members and properties worth over 1 billion as a result of the extreme use of force from Nigerian security forces. The statement read, we the global family and movement of the IPOB wish to restate once again that IPOB remains peaceful and open for negotiation and dialogue on peaceful exit of Nigeria from Nigeria through a UN-supervised referendum. IPOB's peaceful agitation for Biafra independence started in 2012. Never has IPOB been associated with violence or criminality. In all our years of rallies and protests, nevertheless, federal government through its security forces has levied war against IPOB. Our members have been brutally attacked while on peaceful protests by the Nigerian security forces at many locations in Biafraland. As a result of these unwarranted attacks, many IPOB members have been murdered in cold blood, some have been permanently handicapped, some forcefully taken away by the security forces, whereas some are still illegally detained in various detention facilities across Nigeria. Many IPOB members and sympathizers have had their houses and businesses burnt by Nigerian security forces. IPOB has lost over 5,000 members with properties worth over 1 billion as a result of the extreme use of force from the Nigerian security forces. Irrespective of all the provocations, IPOB has never retailed nor have we taken up arms against the Nigerian state. IPOB stands for peace, we stand for dialogue, and we stand for discussion. The cardinal rule under which IPOB was formed is to lead the way to a peaceful separation of Biafra from Nigeria. Biafra and Nigeria are two different nations. The event from 1948 to 2003 have shown that it is practically impossible for Biafra and Nigeria to coexist as one nation. IPOB has been calling on the Nigerian state for discussion on a peaceful referendum date, but the Nigerian state always returned the peaceful call with violent suppression. We have always maintained that self-determination is our inalienable right according to the UN laws. The group insisted that it remains committed to pursuing its self-determination peacefully according to international laws and regulations. This one is coming from Mazi Emma Powerful. He was the one who made this statement saying that as it be now, say that IPOB is ready for a negotiation on how it is going to exit Nigeria through the UN stipulated procedures. And the question is, what Emma Powerful has written is a letter, and I want to ask, does he think that he has given a command and the federal government will, open-handedly and just call him and say, okay, come, have your referendum, you can now go? I think it is possible for us to go back to history of people's struggle for freedom, like the Catalonians, former USSR, where many nations like Poland, Ukraine, and the rest of them pulled out from. Of course, you can see what is happening, still happening today between Ukraine and Russia, because what is happening between Ukraine and Russia is a political war, and as it be, you compare it with what is happening in this empire, and this will be able to open your eye to what we are saying. The Russians said they don't want NATO. The Ukrainians said they want NATO. And the Russians are trying to protect their interests. And you need to understand that every government, every nation have one particular interest or the other to protect. And whatever you are looking for and you call it freedom, for me, I don't think it usually comes in a platter of gold. So where am I driving at? I say no bundidi. Kama na ụmụakwa awalụ ma gịnị nya aka baalụ malụ onwe ya mana onye tinyela aka enwe n'ofe biko dodododo dondoliko wepụ aka enwe n'ofe tupu ọwa aka mmadụ na ndị be anyị si ka ewere nwayọ kwọba mmiri mgbe ọ nọ n'obu ọkpa maka na o megide gbagote n'ikpele mgbe ga-eji na-akwụsị nke nọ n'ikpele ọkwanya bụ na nya bụ ife awolugokwo mmiri lilu mmadụ ịghọtago. Meanwhile, and here I go to wind down the curtain. And if this is your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you will be the first. We'll collect them. We have only a day remaining before we are going to celebrate and enter into the new year. I want to say to you, Happy New Year in advance. I hope you have already made your New Year resolution and how you are going to start this year. I pray that Chukwu Kabiama nwoke bi n'enigwe ogodi a na-akpọ na nna oji nwe eme ogo atakata elo anụ a na-agba egbo na-ata niri ike na dị mkpa n'ahịa na asịkọchi